But let's break down this situation real quick before this guy calls in, and we're going to have a chat about some of these comments here. So I share this here because this guy, I Hypocrite, he shares a post. He says something along the lines of, why doesn't, who's more crazy or whatever? Is it Jay or is it Corey Mahler? If you don't remember, Corey Mahler's that Lutheran dude. He runs Stone Choir, the Wignat podcast. He did that debate on if the Holy Spirit could sanctify black people to the same degree as white people. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that he's debating on. But we look at this. So there's just a comment that he made to me. Now, granted, Corey Mahler's had me blocked for probably the better part of a year. But I posted this on X. This was back in 2025. This was October 2025. I said, Lutheran Corey Mahler is openly calling for the killing of Orthodox Christians. Some apologists aren't just afraid of orthodoxy. They want you dead. So this is what Corey Mahler had posted. He said, the EO are open traitors. They exist to undermine any attempt to revive Christendom. They are a fifth column. He says, your name offers one solution to this guy, Damocles. I said, so your solution is to kill the Orthodox? Because I got what he was referring to there. He says, do you believe traitors deserve some other treatment? Bum, 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 bum. So basically what he's saying is, hey, we should, too many people are converting to this Orthodox thing. This is becoming a problem. So his solution here is, well, we can't win the debates, so we might as well just and unalive them. So this was the position that Corey Mahler took. So I share this. I say, all right, well, you know what? This is the dude that you're saying Jay's more crazy than this guy. This guy's nuts. So I guess the I Hypocrite guy, this guy was like, I guess a big deal in like the 2016, 2017 meme war era. I was pretty active back then in some of the far right-wing circles. This guy would post a lot, would do the memes or whatever. He was like a meme page on several different social media platforms. I guess he runs a YouTube channel. To be completely honest, I haven't followed up with him too much since that time. But he made this comment here. So somebody said, hey, he was commenting on this guy's YouTube video. He says, hey, this guy just said, like, you should unalive the Orthodox. Is that not weird? Should we not mention that? He says, after the last 24 hours, I actually agree with Corey. So the guy went a little too far down the Stone Choir rabbit hole. Now he's saying we should unalive the Orthodox because they're converting too many Protestants. And that, for whatever reason, seems to be an issue to this guy. Now, granted, I don't know. Is he like, I'm going to talk to him in just a bit. Is he a non-denom? Is he a Lutheran? Is he a Lutheran just like Corey Mahler? What's the deal? So I'm going to have a chat with him and bring him on the show to see why the heck he thinks this is the case. So I gave an invite. I commented. I said, look, I tagged him. He said, why are you tagging me in this? I don't want to listen to you cry. I said, come up and defend your psychosis. I said, come chat. I don't care, dude. So he decided to come up. So we're going to have a chat about this in like 15 minutes. So he makes this video today where he's talking about this debate challenge. So how this all started, Jay asked the dude to debate. He wanted to hand off the debate to Corey Mahler. Jay said that guy's a psycho, which is true. He is a psycho. Then I Hypocrite says, all right, the dude's like running because now Jay blocked me because I'm just like going back and forth trying to get him to debate Corey Mahler instead of me. So Jay posts this. He says, he's lying. I asked him to debate his Protestant position. He said, no, debate Mahler. He said he'd debate on whether Mahler's a psychopath, LOL. Note that Mahler calls for Orthodox to be killed openly. So this was the, I guess, DM or something.
Disprove that. I'm calling you a coward because you're scared of Corey Mahler. How would debating me disprove that in any way? I thought you're supposed to be good at logic, dude. Listen, I will debate you if you want, but the topic that we're going to debate is whether or not Corey Mahler is a psychopath or you're just scared of him. I'm calling you a coward because you're...
Yeah, are you just scared of Corey Mahler? The guy doesn't strike me as an intellectual giant. But anyway, so this was one little DM here. So you saying, yeah, this guy's lying, because he said he challenged me to a debate and then blocked me when I accepted. Very feminine. So as you can hear here, it's not this dude accepting the debate. He's basically just saying like, hey, go debate Corey Mahler. Why are you running from Corey Mahler? So I don't know. The whole situation is nuts. He said he wanted to call in. I don't care. You can call in. We can chat. But yeah, I mean, I don't understand. Look, this was one of the comments on X he made. Jim Bob posted this, said, read this, dude. He said, your solution is to kill the Orthodox. He said, you believe traitors deserve some other treatment? He says, yeah, Corey's about that life, dude. That's why I love him, dude. He talks about wanting to kill the Orthodox, dude. That's so dope, dude. Don't get me wrong. He could be wrong about EO, but I don't know enough about it, and I can't evaluate that until someone debates him on it. Currently, his ideas are completely unchallenged. Would you care to? His ideas are completely unchallenged. Would you care to debate Corey Mahler? So anyway, he basically says, yep, like, oh, here you go. You got him in the back room. Let me go ahead and I'll add him up on the stage. Welcome to the show, dude.
Hey, hello. What's up?
Hey, how's it going, man? So wanted to swing up and talk about your recent tweets about orthodoxy, the Corey Mahler situation, and what's going on with Jay. So welcome up. First time talking to you. But we were just discussing this post. So this was one, I don't know if you know about any of the back and forths that we've had with Corey Mahler in the past. I'm assuming, are you just like catching up on his content this year, or what's your familiarity with him?
No, I've been working with Corey for a few years. I've done like 5 debates on my channel that I've hosted where he's debated other people. And I was trying to set up a debate between him and Jay Dyer. Like, you actually got that wrong. Jay Dyer did not come to me and ask me for a debate. And I said, no, you should debate Corey. And I made a 10-minute video explaining all this very concisely and articulately. Did you not watch it?
I haven't checked it out yet. I was going to review it live on stream.
Okay. All right. Well, so I went to Jay and said, let's do this debate with Corey. This was my 3rd time in 2 years trying to get him to do that. And he said, no, Corey's a psychopath. And I was arguing with him about that. I said, Corey is not a psychopath. He's a totally like intelligent, civilized, civil, calm, articulate guy who I've done lots of debates with. And so it seems to me like you're just scared of debating him because you keep making these weak excuses. So at this point, Jay Dyer says to me, he says, well, how about you debate me on what? You're a Protestant, right? And I said, well, okay, Jay, I'll debate you, but we're going to debate the thing we're actually arguing about. We're not going to pivot to some random topic just because it's more in your wheelhouse. Let's debate the disagreement. Let's debate what's on the table. So that's what I said. He blocked me. We were mutuals. He blocked me and then posted that I was scared to debate him, which is just a lie.
So, I mean, you don't think that this is like psychopathic behavior here, talking about wanting to kill your debate opponents? That doesn't strike me as like rational behavior.
Right. So you're pivoting. This is what people do when they say things, you explain to them how they're wrong, and then they just pivot to the next thing. Well, maybe this one will get. And it comes across as dishonest. It comes across like you don't care about the truth because we're not having a conversation. You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're not apologizing for lying about me. You're not addressing whether or not Jay lied about me.
What's the truth that you want to get across? You want to debate Jay's motives? I'm not Jay. I'm a different guy. I don't know if you realize that. We're discussing Corey Mahler. I mean, I actually have history with this guy. He's had me blocked for the better half of last year because I called him out and ratioed him several times over his really idiotic takes. This dude is an actual psychopath. His solution, because he can't win debates against the Orthodox, and he's afraid to do these debates. He won't do them. This is why he blocks these guys. Look, he says, do you believe traitors deserve some other treatment than to kill them? You think this is rational? Because this was the discussion that was being had. Is this guy sane? That doesn't strike me as sane. And you seem
right.
to
What I really wanted was for you to acknowledge that Jay Dyer lied about me and that you just regurgitated his lie, but I guess we're not doing that. So let's move on. Yes, Corey, I guess, said that he wants Orthodox people to be killed. I don't know how serious that is. I suspect, and I can't speak for Corey, just like you can't speak for Jay, but I suspect that if you were to get him on a stream and ask him about it, he would probably walk it back, qualify it a lot of ways. It was probably like an internet banter, his frustration of dealing with people, but I don't know. Maybe he is serious. Let's say he is. Let's say he is. Does that mean he's not worthy of talking to?
I mean, it would make him a psycho, wouldn't it?
Not well, I don't know, not necessarily. I would need to hear the arguments.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he would have to qualify what he means by wanting to unalive his debate opponents. Well, this is
why he thinks Orthodox people are traitors. I have no idea. I have no idea what his
I would assume if I were to take an educated guess. So back not that long ago, this was maybe like a year ago, he did some debate with James White about whether or not the Holy Spirit could sanctify like a black dude the same way that it could sanctify a white guy. I don't know if you watched that debate, but there was all the discourse here. It seems like his religion is almost like the worship of his race. Does it not strike you that way?
No, not at all. And Corey won that debate because it's true. There's a scientific study. I can send it to you if you want, but they looked at people who go to church and white guys who watch porn and go to church and black guys who watch porn and go to church. And what the study found was going to church attenuated the pornography usage for white men, but not for black men. Do you think that's interesting?
What, that they changed a behavior in a study?
Yeah, that the white men who were pornography consumers who went to church watched less pornography after they started going to church, but the black men did not.
So do you think the Holy Spirit is limited? Because the debate prompt was, can he sanctify a black man to the same degree that he can a white man? That would make God limited. Or do you not think the Holy Spirit's God?
No, but see, that's a really pedantic and weaselly debate prompt to try to avoid the core issue.
No, but
like, that's just like
that's theology. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about limitations of God himself.
Well, no, because Corey wanted to have a debate about race and religion, and then you turned it into this like thing of like
religion debate
right here. So it's just avoiding the issue. That's what it is.
How is that avoiding the issue if the prompt in that debate was literally, can the Holy Spirit sanctify a black man to the same degree as a white man? That would limit God, wouldn't it? Because it's asking.
Was that the exact prompt?
I'm pretty sure. Let me.
Was that the exact word for word prompt?
Let me pull it up real quick. James White, Corey Mahler. Yes. Hold on here. I'll share the screen. This was on Bible Dingers, I guess. Assuming this isn't a repost. Debate topic: can the Holy Spirit sanctify a black Christian as much as a white Christian? So this is talking about the limitations.
Right. Yeah. So that's a debate topic that is set up for failure for Corey. And I think he just took the debate to make his points to get the debate with James, even though they wouldn't give him a fair prompt. That's what that is.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
so you could say he took the L or he lost, but you're just being autistic and weaselly about it.
Being autistic and weaselly talking about theology. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think God kind of matters. This is two different topics, right? So we could either discuss like, okay, what about like behaviors of certain, like, is race realism real? Or what is the capability of the Holy Spirit? And this debate seems to be about the topic: what is the capability of the Holy Spirit? Can the Holy Spirit sanctify a black Christian as much as a white Christian? So I mean, if you're taking that route, I mean, if you wanted to debate something else, he could have. But I remember that was the first thing that I thought of when I was watching this debate beforehand. I'm like, why would he even accept this prompt? Because it just seems like at the outset,
right,
you're arguing for like
because he had no choice, because that was the only way to get the debate was to take a losing prompt. That's my opinion. That's what he did.
I don't know, man. I think we could go back.
But I thought he did quite strongly in the debate, because he actually did make good arguments about how. I can't remember the exact arguments because it's been a long time, so I'm not going to try to repeat them. But he did make arguments about how, like, Like the universe is limited in some ways. I don't know. I don't want to go there, but I don't even know why we're talking about this. Like, this has nothing to do with me and Jay.
Oh, we kind of went on a
she
tangent. I was talking about kind of the history.
Yeah, it's a big tangent.
Yeah. But anyway, so he blocks me after this particular interaction here. But I mean, do you agree with this statement here? Because it kind of seems like you were agreeing with him. Yeah, Corey's about that life. That's why I love him. You made a separate comment on your YouTube saying, like, after this week, I'm assuming your comment is more of a joke, right? Or it's like, yeah, after this week, I've had such a rough week with the orthos, I'm starting to agree with them. So do you want to clarify that a bit?
Yes, it's a joke. I have Orthodox friends who I really respect. It's called internet banter. Your thumbnail is a comment buried like 3 replies deep in the YouTube comment section. Must be a slow news day, huh?
Well, I mean, that's what we're here to discuss, right? So you said this is a joke.
Right. Well, no. So actually, I'm glad you said that, because it speaks to a more pertinent issue, which is like, let's get back to me and Jay, right? So we're having this argument, and I say, okay, well, let's debate this topic, and then Jay blocks me and says I'm scared of a debate. Do you have any opinion on that? Do you think that Jay was in the right? Like, let's get into the weeds on that.
I don't know, man. It kind of seems like in that DM you were trying to pivot into a Corey Mahler debate. Were you going to try to debate him on theology, or what? What was the subject that you guys were going to debate originally?
Are you deaf? I explained this already. It's in the video. I approached Jay asking him to do a Corey Mahler debate. Do you want to see the whole convo? Because it's on my Twitter from start to finish.
It seems like what was public, though. It seems like what was public was, good grief, you post so much, dude. It seems like what was public was basically like you're saying, like, this guy's running from me or whatever. Like, this dude doesn't want to debate me. You're trying to make it sound like you're trying to just set up a Corey Mahler debate. Because wasn't your repost here something like, let me see if I can find this real quick. I think your repost was something like, oh yeah, here you go. Challenged me to a debate, then blocked me when I accepted. Right. Very feminine.
Right. That's what happened. That's what happened. And his tweet is a lie. He said, I refuse to debate him unless my big brother was there. So one of us is telling the truth and one of us is lying. Who do you think is telling the truth and who do you think is lying here?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know you at all. So I would believe Jay, but I mean, would you debate him on theology or no?
No. Why not? Why would that make what? I don't do theology debates. I don't do that. How about Jay debates me on race realism or music theory or Magic the Gathering cards?
He would probably debate you on some of those topics if you called into a show, or you could even set one up. Probably, I'm sure he wouldn't mind doing that. What's the big deal about debating him on one of those subjects?
No, I'm making a point about things that are in my wheelhouse versus things that we might not even disagree on those things. I don't know. I'm making a point that when two people are arguing about something and you say, okay, let's debate, and then you pivot to something that is in your wheelhouse that is not in the other person's wheelhouse, that doesn't make sense. So again, let me lay it out for you and see if you can actually follow. I asked him to do a debate with Corey. He said, no, that guy's a psycho. I said, he's not a psycho. You're just scared of him. And then he says, you lack discernment. In other words, I'm too stupid to understand that Corey Mahler is psychopathic. And then he says, how about I debate you on theology, right? This is like if you and me were arguing about tax policy and I said, okay, buddy, how about we do a public debate on race realism?
Sure.
It doesn't make sense.
So he says Corey is a psycho, then he offers you a counter debate. So what's the big deal? What's the big stink? You're just what?
I said I accepted the debate and then he blocked me and then he lied about me. That's the stink.
Well, what he offered to you was a debate on theology, right? But you didn't accept that.
Right. I offered my own topic. So this is weird. This is this weird thing where for some reason, because you admit his tweet was mocking me and calling me scared, right? Like he tweets, he says
it's debate, right? There's a little bit of banter. I mean, you were mocking Orthodox Christians, saying like we should be killed. That, I mean,
right. You're saying, right, but if you're gonna make fun of somebody
if that's a joke, dude, then somebody offering you a counter debate and then you whinging about it seems a little bit effeminate. I mean, just with all due respect.
No, I don't respect you, and don't call me effeminate. There's a difference between a joke that is obvious humor and lying about somebody in a slanderous way, misrepresenting what happened. Those are two different things.
Okay, so you're claiming that he's lying. You offer a debate back and forth, whatever. One's declined, one's accepted. You're saying, no, I'm not doing the theology debate. You're saying you'd be willing to do some other thing, and then whatever. I mean, why the fixation on this to the point where you're like calling for Orthodox to be killed, but it's just a joke? I mean, this just seems like an overly pedantic back and forth situation where
It's
you
a
actually
joke. You're the one making a stream about it.
Okay, I mean,
why do you care?
I was going to react to your video,
to my joke. Yeah,
So why are you crashing out over this particular thing? That just seems like
this is what you guys do. This when you have no point to make, you say he's crashing out. No, did he lie about me or not?
I'm not him, dude. You'd have to go talk to Jay. Why don't you go talk?
But I'm telling you the facts, which I have receipts for, and then I'm telling you what he said. So are you capable of basic deductive reasoning? Like, can you look at what was said and determine whether or not
are you capable of basic deductive reasoning to see that Corey Mahler's a psycho when he's calling for the death of Orthodox Christians? I mean, do you want to defend? Do you want to defend that premise? I get that. I get that you want to backtrack now that you're on here on this platform. You want to backtrack from your statement and say it's just a joke. It's no big deal.
Oh my fucking God! Are you autistic? This is the angle. I'm serious. Did you not hear me?
Yada yada. It's just a silly little joke. Oh my goodness, dude.
Listen, dude. I just did a show. I had at least two Orthodox people call in. We had super civil, friendly conversations. You're trying to frame it like I'm trying to kill people. This is what you have. This is what you people do.
This is what the guy's literally saying. You've got zero discernment. You don't think this guy's a psychopath.
No, listen. Even if Corey is a psychopath, why are you scared to debate him?
Why is Jay Dyer scared to debate him? This guy is low.
Well, that's the excuse for not debating him. That's what everybody is saying. We're saying we're not going to debate that guy. He's a psychopath.
Because I understand if someone wants to reject a debate with him, the guy is psychotic. There's some people that don't care, though. Some people will have
court discussions. So let's go back to the original context now, which is Jay Dyer saying Protestants are scared to debate me, right? So you can't have it both ways. You can.
That's true. If you have
no, it's not true. It's not true because Jay Dyer is scared of Corey Mahler. If Jay Dyer is scared of Corey Mahler, he won't do the debate. That's black and white.
Nobody's scared of this dude. The dude that runs a little stone choir, whatever. Lutherans can't debate, dude. No serious Lutheran's going to go and set up a formal debate with him. Stone choir is not a serious theologian, dude. He's debating whether or not the Holy Spirit can sanctify a black guy. Listen,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
He's debating whether or not this is possible. The guy believes in a limited God. How are you going to win any type of debate?
It's nothing but excuses. How dare you call me effeminate? All you do is you hand wring and make excuses instead of just nutting up and doing the debate. You
don't want to address any of this.
You know how easy it is to prove you're not scared of something? It's really fucking easy to prove you're not scared.
Yeah, why don't you go actually debate Jay Dyer? I mean, I appreciate you coming up on the show to at least defend your crazy views here, but dude, listen.
What is crazy? What is crazy? Wait, hold on. What's crazy?
Your agreement with Corey Mahler on this. Now you're backtracking and saying it's a joke.
Oh my fucking God. Well, I'm coming back around to serious at this point. Actually, a few more interactions with EO people, and I think I might be a true believer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You and your psycho pope here, Corey Mahler, the Lutheran. Wonderful. With such exquisite views on theology, he believes in a limited God.
You guys don't care about the truth. You're not inquisitive. You're not interested in
what denomination are you?
You're doing exactly the thing. You're trying to pivot to a theology debate.
You're saying we don't care about the truth.
We're not talking about theology. We're not talking about theology. We're talking about what happened, what the issue on the table is.
Why are you afraid to talk about the truth? What denomination are you? Are you a Lutheran like Corey? He was LCMS, but he was kicked out. He was excommunicated. What are you?
I'm not doing a theology debate. Why are you doing this? I'm not doing this with you.
You just said Orthodox don't care about the truth.
Why are you pivoting? Why are you right? The truth about what happened.
Why don't
I'm
you
here.
Answer a basic question, dude.
why I'm here, what happened between me and Jay Dyer. You don't
What
care
denomination
about
are you?
I'm not answering those questions because that's you're pivoting.
Okay, so you're scared to answer basic questions, dude. What denomination is Corey?
No, you're a psycho. I'm not scared. You're a psycho.
Oh, true. I grant it. Let's grant it.
You see how that works? You get that?
Let's grant it.
Yeah. Thank you.
So
once you open that door, once you open the door to saying I'm not going to debate this person because he's a meanie poo-poo head, then nobody has to debate anybody for any reason. Therefore, Jay Dyer should stop saying people are scared. Do you track the logic? Do you follow what I'm saying?
Do I track the logic? You're too afraid to answer a basic question. You want to say
dodging again.
He's scared of Corey Mahler, the guy that literally says he wants to kill his debate opponents. Wonderful, dude. Oh, this guy.
Do you think Corey Mahler is going to come to your house and kill you if you debate?
I don't know, man. There are some pretty crazy Lutherans out there. Let's be real.
You're not a serious person.
Oh, I'm not a serious. I'm not a serious person. What denomination are you? Answer a basic question.
You pretend things are true because you are so afraid of weakening your position in any way.
Well, then why don't we discuss? Why don't we discuss my position then? Why don't we discuss my position rather than dance around it?
Right. Okay. So Corey Mahler is not going to come to your house and kill you.
Okay. So we're gonna move away from what the question is. Why don't we discuss my position? You're saying we're so scared of discussing our position. You're here. We can talk right now. We don't have to wait for your dad to come and chat.
I'm trying to talk to you, but you're a little slippery weasel who keeps pivoting off of what's on the table. You've been doing that the whole convo.
You just want to discuss Jay Dyer's mean. I mean, can we get past point one? Let's grant it. Jay Dyer's mean. Let's grant it.
Okay, so point two is, why is somebody being a psychopath a good reason not to debate them?
Oh, well, maybe that would come down to personal choice. No, don't you think when you have a big platform, you can choose whether or not to engage with psychotic?
Okay, I'm walking you through it. Now, point three is, if you make personal choices not to debate people, why would you hound and harass and insult other people who don't want to debate you?
Why not?
Wouldn't you respect their personal choices?
Yeah, who cares? If he does, so what? So what? It's an open platform. You can say what you can say.
So there's no ethics, there's no principles. There's no principles, there's no consistency. That's what triggered me in the first place, is the lack of principled consistency in Jay Dyer's behavior. That's why I called him out. So
you want to control his behavior then?
I'm saying he is a hypocrite, right? So I'm just saying the guy is a hypocrite.
What would you? Well, that's the name of your channel, isn't it? I Hypocrite. Is that the whole thing? Is that your whole shtick?
No, that's not the whole thing. No. Okay. There's a lot more.
Okay. So, do you want to discuss truth like you were talking about a moment ago? Or
you're trying to pivot to theology? Or do you guys have one wheelhouse you're comfortable? You have one thing you're comfortable with, and you just gotta move the conversation every time to that thing.
Going back to Jay Dyer's mean. Jay Dyer's a hypocrite. Jay Dyer's not a nice guy.
I'm good. We didn't get anywhere because you're a weasel. You won't address what's on the table, and you just want to pivot, and we can call it a day. All right. Thank you.
All right, man. Have a good one. See ya. All right. Well, that was a complete waste of time. Wow. Yeah, what's your denomination? I will not tell you my denomination. You're a weasel. You keep trying to ask me such deep questions like, what do I actually believe? Good grief. Yeah. This guy is not a psycho. Do you believe traitors deserve some other treatment than other than this? Your solution is to kill the Orthodox? Oh, you're afraid to talk to this guy. You're afraid to debate this dude. Come on, bro. Yeah. Ashamed of his church. Doesn't want to discuss his actual beliefs. Good grief. Going back to this topic, I mean, is this not just an absolutely brain dead prompt to accept and defend? This is literally the position that dudes like Corey Mahler are defending. Can the Holy Spirit sanctify a black Christian as much as a white Christian? This is what this dude's defending. He's saying, no, the Holy Spirit is incapable of doing this. That is what Corey Mahler is arguing for. He's arguing for a limited God, a God that cannot do this thing. The dude elevates his positions on race over his theology. He'd rather have a completely limited, incapable God than just accept that God can work in the hearts of both of these groups. I mean, it's just insane, dude. What a slop, unserious theological position. No wonder this guy would not give his denomination at all. I'm not telling you my denomination. You're just being a slippery weasel. Good grief, bro. Please pray for the Dormition of the Theotokos parish. Our small parish has no priest, and decisions need to be made about what will be done in our parish. Absolutely, guys. Make sure to pray for this dude's parish. God bless you, bro. Thank you for the super chat. This guy is just a sloppier, balder Owen Benjamin. Lord of mercy. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Yeah, exactly. It's just a joke when I'm saying, like, yeah, after this week, after the last 24 hours, I agree with him. We should just kill the Orthodox. Good grief, bro. These are the people that we're dealing with. See, they can't actually discuss theology. They can't actually discuss theology. So they'll pivot to literally anything else. This is why the Protestant Reformation was so violent, dude. I mean, do you realize this? This is why the 30 Years' War happened. This is ridiculous. What am I hearing? You're doing a great job. I don't like this debate topic. So also let me debate this topic. Yeah, right. We're going to cry at that a religion debate putting God as the first principle before race realism is Weasley, then religion is. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is God is his race. His religion is literally his race. If you're accepting prompts like this, can the Holy Spirit sanctify a black Christian as much as a white Christian? Like, you're limiting God. You're limiting God to just take a jab at people. It's just so dumb. I mean, absolutely blasphemous position to hold to. Yeah, somebody tell St. Philip the Black Eunuch he baptized as chalked. Good grief, dude. The context of Jay asking people to debate was on the Tucker interview, which fundamentally asked people to debate theology on the nominalism issue. Exactly. Mahler, who he's described as an intellectual giant, agrees to a bad debate prompt, but knowingly chose to do so because reasons. Yeah, I had to. I had to give my my based FBI statistics. The only way I could do my FBI statistics rant was to accept the most blasphemous debate prompt ever, which limits God. It's just so dumb. I Hypocrite was cool with Jay when Jay brought him views in an interview. Now he's got a problem with him. One of the most accurate names ever. Right. Well, the I Hypocrite guy was big like in 2016. I don't know what ended up happening to him. He had like a pretty good meme platform. I remember back in the day, I ran a 30K follower Facebook meme page, and this dude posted pretty good stuff back then and had some followers. I don't know what ended up happening. Mahler made the case numerous times to kill Orthodox in seriousness. His position that opponents shouldn't be debated is out of fear. Right. Lord of mercy. Is Mahler his lover? Is that why he's so? Yeah, well, I think he looks up to the guy theologically or something. Stop holding this guy accountable. You're going to make him cry. Good grief. Well, to be fair to him, he actually came and he had a conversation. So flowers to the dude for coming and having the chat with me. It wasn't necessarily the most productive, but he came and he did it. So good to him.
What you gay?